What's up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. We have a lot of stuff that is going on in the deep south right now. We have a lot of tornado warnings that we have to talk about today. We have some callers that are going to join us shortly. But before we do that, I want to make a quick announcement in regards to what happened last night. It was a pretty crazy stream all around. I do apologize for how things got out of hand, especially while I was not here seeking shelter from the severe risk I was in. And I also wanted to announce that Tristan is no longer going to be streaming with us. I've already let him know. We got to become a lot more professional. That was on our part. That was our fault, and I do want to apologize for that. But with that being said, we do have some callers that are in the stream right now that
I heard on the analog. It's not an analog of 2011, though.
Yeah, they're already talking about it right now. We'll go ahead and get the radar scope panned up. But yeah, first of all, we have John. We have John. John, say hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, we have Gabe. Gabe, say hello.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, we have Red Tie, who is back. Red Tie.
Hey.
Yeah, we have Weather Kingdom. Say hello.
What's up, everybody? It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a very long day, too. And we have Ian. Ian, go ahead and introduce yourselves and give a quick overview since you've tended to do that the last few streams.
Yeah, Taylorsville's taking a direct hit right now. If you're in Taylorville, if you can still hear us in Taylorville, please take cover and get underground. This is a very, very
violent major.
This is violent. I'm just saying it right now.
This is a PDS tornado warning over Taylorsville, just for our audience here.
If you are Taylorsville, Mississippi, if you're in Bay Springs, you need to watch this. You're not under warning, but you need to watch this. This is heading right for you.
Absolutely.
And Taylorsville also has a bit of a population. Bay Springs is also a pretty decent population as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they just got a direct hit.
Oh, that's right over them. Yep. Oh, that went right over Taylorsville.
Yep.
So I got an update for let's see, we got some comments coming in north of, this is the tornado warning, the northernmost north of Taylorsville, the tornado warning that's including Decatur and Collinsville in Mississippi. There was a tornado on the ground earlier. It said power lines are torn off power poles, and power poles are snapped or torn down southeast of Decatur.
May you guys please look in VC No Mike? I just send the coefficient right over Taylorsville.
I actually have it pulled up on stream right now. I'm looking at it too. That is a very bad CC drop right there.
Can you share that on here if you can?
I mean,
yeah, that's just right over.
Looking at that debris belt, guys. I mean, this is very concerning. These are what we normally see in intense and even violent tornadoes. So this is one of the tornadoes that could be potentially increasing in intensity to almost that one of those long track intense tornadoes that the meteorologists were concerned about today. So this is very serious. And please, anybody that is out ahead of Taylorsville, Bay Springs, even Montrose eventually, please take cover. Go to your safe spot. This is a very dangerous and probably deadly tornado on the ground. This is very serious.
Have a new PDS tornado warning for the Taylorsville.
Yep,
it's a PDS.
Yeah, we know.
We saw it. Thank you very much, Weather Kingdom.
Dear Jesus, please help them. Dear Jesus, please help them.
Yeah. All right, let's just take a second to try to calm down and handle this the best way we can. But in the meantime, we also have an observed tornado behind the Taylorsville cell right now. We have a damaging tornado confirmed near Bassfield right here. We're going to have to watch that as well. If you are in Bassfield, seek shelter immediately. This is moving. Let me take a look at this. This is moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So Collins, seek shelter immediately. You are next after this. Taking a look further down to the south, we have tornado warnings in effect for a couple of supercells in Louisiana and southern Mississippi. We have a tornado warning issued for parts of St. Helena and Tanga of I can't pronounce that. Okay, I can't pronounce that right here. Okay, apparently this one is canceled. But if you're in Magnolia, Macomb, those areas in Mississippi, you're under a tornado warning. You have a tornado warning in effect for parts of St. Tammany and East. excuse me, I can't pronounce this stuff. I'm gonna say this. If you're in Franklinton, seek shelter immediately. There's a tornado warning in effect for your area in Louisiana. We also have stuff that's starting to organize and develop in Alabama as well. I want to make this clear. These warnings are not even in the high risk area where that environment is getting better and better for tornado development as well. But in the meantime, I'm going to turn it over to the rest of our guys here. So go ahead. And John has it covered here. Whenever you guys are ready.
May I say something?
Go ahead, Weather Kingdom. Yeah.
The Bassfield storm looks like there might be 2 spots of rotation, so probably twin tornadoes, just a little bit northeast of Carson going over I-35 and then just north of Bassfield.
Yep, I see it.
And that.
I see 2.
Oh,
couplets.
yeah, new frame. Yep.
Yeah, I see.
Just no correlation, yeah.
Yeah, there's no CC drop on that just yet, but we'll be watching that very closely. So, yeah, thank you very much. Anybody else?
Let's see. I'm looking at the tornado warning that's in northwest Alabama by Florence and Muscle Shoals, Russellville, west of Phil Campbell, west of Huntsville. The northernmost tornado warning right now. It looks like the velocity is not as apparent. It's not as good there, but it looks like it's right along just a line of just convection and looks like damaging wind gusts there. It looks like if there were something that could be there, it could be a brief spin up or a quick spin up pretty quickly here. So just keep that in mind. Still take shelter, even if you don't think that there might not be a tornado, but still take it seriously and please take shelter.
Absolutely, for sure. Seek shelter immediately. If you are in any of these tornado warnings, I'm going to go ahead and check the tornado warning cell near Macon, Mississippi right here. So here's what we have. Radar indicated rotation moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the velocity on this. Pretty interesting for sure. We're definitely starting to see a bit of a couplet right here, but it is a little more difficult to tell because of where the radar is right here. It's directly south of it, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But the main show for right now are these warnings right here across southern Mississippi and Louisiana right here. We're going to have to pay attention to those, especially that Taylorsville cell that we have
Yeah,
right here.
I do have an update on the Taylorsville cell. If you guys are in the path, like in Bay Springs, there's another little city right there, or county, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I don't know the population of it, but the tornado is heading directly for Bay Springs.
Yep. If you are in Bay Springs, seek shelter immediately. This is really went through Taylorsville. We had a huge increase on the reflectivity of the CC drop with that right here. Looks like it's starting to weaken a little bit on right here. Let's take a look at velocity. Yeah, okay, never mind. Hold up. There looks like it's affecting rural areas, but there's still a very tight couplet on that, so that might still be on the ground right there.
Yeah.
So we'll have yep, go ahead.
We also have 2 couplets in the base field system on the latest frame. Both couplets have gotten even tighter, so we're gonna have to watch for 2 supercells to kind of split apart from that, because I can kind of see that it's like 2 couplets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
the one near the Bassfield.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely still there. That's for sure. I'm taking a quick gander at it. Okay, 87 to 16 for Warren. Go ahead, Gabe.
I got an update here, by the way.
Go for it.
We just got a brand new tornado warning that just got issued. This is including Columbus, Crawford, Brooksville, Macon, Mississippi. This is north of the tornado warning by DeKalb and Decatur. Again, a brand new tornado warning just got issued right by the state line of Mississippi and Alabama.
Yep.
And expires in about an hour.
All right.
Is that out of Columbus?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The cities that are affected including Columbus, Brooksville, Macon, and Crawford of Mississippi.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
No problem. All right. Okay, there's also some flash flood warnings behind this huge line, understandably because of all the heavy rainfall as well. We'll keep a close eye on those as well, especially considering that they're right on the Mississippi River Valley as well, and we got a lot of storms that hammered a lot of the MRV yesterday as well. So we're gonna have to pay attention to what happens with the flood risk downstream as well. But there's also another tornado warning. They extended the PDS Tor warning for that was located over Taylorville and now heading for Bay Springs. We're gonna have to pay very close attention to that as well. But ultimately, things are getting pretty crazy today already, and we're not even in Alabama where the best conditions are yet, and that's pretty concerning for me looking at this so far. All right. Okay. All right, John. What have you been seeing in based on based on everything you've looked at? What have you been seeing, and kind of what could we expect over the next couple of hours with this?
This is honestly just the beginning. We've already seen numerous strong tornadoes, and I expect that to continue into the evening, especially central and southern Alabama. Keep an eye on this very closely because this is slowly coming into that area.
Yeah, that's for sure. I am a little curious. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
It looks like it might go a little bit south, or it has at least elongated a little bit in the Bay Springs storm, the Taylorsville.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
So there is some good news on that tornado warning, not as defined as before.
All right. Yeah, it looks
But-
like it's broadened out quite a bit. Might be recycling. We'll have to see what happens with that. Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
One thing I am curious about though is what are we looking at? Is this line of storms near Tuscaloosa right now that's been kind of developing a little bit? I'm a little curious to see how that's going to pan out and how that's going to affect the instability for this line of supercells that is going to be entering into Alabama in the next couple of hours. So we'll have to see how that happens right there. And that's just more of one of those long-term threats we're going to have to pay attention to. But the main focus for right now is going to be for the tornado and tornado warnings in Mississippi, as well as in Alabama as well. So we'll have to see what happens. But if you guys have something.
I'm just right now currently looking.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead, Dave.
I got some news coming in here right now. Let's see. We got two brand new mesoscale discussions from the Storm Prediction Center. Let's see. You guys want me to read off one of them to you right now?
Just give
Please.
a quick summary of them for me, please.
So the first mesoscale discussion came in 10 minutes ago, is talking about the supercells that are currently going on in central and southern Mississippi.
Okay.
It says the most concerning tornado threat for the next 1 to 2 hours, because they're really upping up the wording about potentially intense to violent tornadoes that could occur within close proximities of those trailing classic supercells.
Wow.
That's basically the summary of that one. And then the other mesoscale discussion is all the way up in Tennessee by Nashville, Tennessee, where there's a QLCS, MCS progressing through Tennessee right now. They're saying brief mesovortex spin-ups are possible given the environment of the wind fields up in the upper portions of the troposphere. So they're really enhancing the threat of brief spin-ups possible there.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I do have an update.
Sure.
So the north of the Bassfield system, on the correlation, it looks like we do have a potential tornado forming currently. That will be going right over Collins. If you do want to take a look at that on the stream, just north of the Bassfield system.
Okay. I'll take a quick.
There's a correlation, and now there's a large.
There's a CC
one.
drop on that. So
there's debris.
Yep. And there's a pretty tight couplet on that. There's likely a tornado on the ground.
Yeah.
Which storm?
It's near
Bassfield.
Bassfield, heading towards Collins.
Oh, okay.
And-
Let me look at that.
Yeah.
Taylorsville storm for Bay Springs looks like it is broadened out even more, so that's good news. Still be in your safe shelter if you guys are in Bay Springs, is this could just be recycling, but that is some good news as of right now.
All right.
Yeah, that's on the ground, and there's a debris ball and reflectivity
Where at?
southwest of Williamsburg in the latest scan.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, John. Go ahead, Gabe.
Aside from the tornadic weather, I also want to make an emphasis update too. If you guys remember, if you saw last night from the tornadoes that occurred, there was very strong non-thunderstorm wind reports that actually knocked out communications and power outages and power lines. That seems like that's happening right now due to the strengthening of the low-level wind fields, just about a couple thousand feet above ground, like at 925 millibars and 850 millibars. So even before the major threat of storms with the tornadic storms that are impacting right now, even if power does go out, that's not good for the communities because I've been seeing wind gust reports approaching 40 to 45 knots ahead of the line. So it's almost producing damaging winds outside of thunderstorms from the south. So this is going to be a very serious time right now for anyone that may be in the clear if it's sunny out, but it's very windy, could knock down power lines still. So make sure you have some communication and try to find a way to get those warnings.
Right.
That kind of happened with me last night.
Yeah.
Lost power before the storm hit, and
that was not
had
fun.
to find a different way to get tornado warnings and whatnot. We actually had a destructive storm actually pass really close to me last night.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Glad I got the warning for that.
I know Florissant got hit pretty bad by it.
Okay. Yeah. Arnold did too. I'm trying to figure out where else, but yeah, there are some areas in St. Louis that got hit hard last night.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We got it. Yeah. It looks like we have an observed tornado tag on the storm near Bassfield and Collins, so we'll have to pay attention to that as well. Let's see. Hold up. What's going on? Yeah. All right. So
that's PDS now, the Williamsburg storm.
Yeah.
Wait.
Williamsburg. All right, I'm taking a look at it real quickly. Oh, yeah.
There's also a new tornado warning for Brooksville and Macon, just near Memphis. There's a tight. Oh, new frame just came in. Yeah, we might have a tornado forming. Very tight circulation. Macon, right near Memphis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's definitely the rotation's definitely gotten tighter and tighter with this right here.
There's a heads up on that.
You'll have to see what happens on that. Let's take a quick look at the correlation coefficient. Inconclusive right now. We'll wait for another scan to come in and see if that's developing. So we have that near DeKalb. Yeah, we have the tornado. Yeah, we have the PDS Tor over here near Bay Springs. Let me go ahead and take a quick look at velocity. Okay, rotation's a bit tight. Correlation coefficient. It looks like the tornado has lifted based on CC right here over by Bay Springs.
Probably some damaging winds right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
And probably some broad rotation still.
Yeah, we do have a PDS Tor. Actually, yeah, we have a PDS Tor right here. This is the one John was talking about near Collins.
Yep.
Right here.
I caught that.
Yep, we have a large and extremely dangerous tornado near Collins moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Seek shelter immediately. Let's go ahead and take a look at the velocity of this. Yeah, it's definitely tightened up.
We have major correlation coefficient on that.
Let me take a quick gander at that.
Look.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty big drop.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big CC drop.
I just got some news coming out of Birmingham, Alabama. Remember those non-thunderstorm wind gusts I was talking about as a hazard?
Yep.
I unfortunately have some bad news in Birmingham. There's already power outages being reported. Power lines are being snapped due to non-thunderstorm winds. And there's a non-thunderstorm wind gust from the Birmingham airport from the automated surface observing system, 51 miles an hour from the south.
All right.
So I'm hearing from someone. If you guys look at live, no mic.
Yep.
Did he already say that?
No, go for it. Go for it.
Central Alabama is having issues with the warm sector. However, loaded gun sounding has been recorded at Birmingham, Alabama at 18Z. So keep caution.
Yep.
Sector is expected to move east. So
yep,
there's an update on that.
There's plenty of instability for that to work out as well. So we'll have to pay attention to that. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Weather Kingdom. I appreciate that. Just taking a quick gander at this.
Collins looking nasty.
Okay. I'm going to take another look at the. Okay, it looks like. Okay, there definitely looks like there's some better scans in terms of velocity right here with the Macon cell. So we'll have to pay attention to that. Look at this correlation coefficient. Still inconclusive. We'll see if that turns into something or not. Let's go ahead and look at this. Okay, this is interesting. Yep, the CC drop is right near Collins right now. It's right now due west of Collins. Seek shelter immediately if you are in Collins right now from this tornado that is on the ground. PDS tornado warning in effect. We're going to have to pay very close attention to it down the line. Go ahead, Gabe.
Just got another tornado warning. Just got issued. Just west of Bassfield, outside the PDS. An extension of a tornado warning just got issued northeast of Macomb and Magnolia in Mississippi, and expires just over an hour.
Yep, we just got that popped up right here. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. Thank you very much, Gabe. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll take a quick look at the velocity and okay, there's definitely a couplet there. We're definitely seeing something with that. Correlation coefficient, inconclusive. So we'll see what happens. But man, what a wild event this has been. Wow.
Very exhausting.
Yeah, it's been now 5 days of nonstop coverage talking about this, but we have to get the word out. So
I feel like this whole mid-latitude cyclone system is going to be in for the books based on what it's actually produced outside of severe weather. If you remember the fires yesterday, all that dust that was being kicked up and the dry slot of that, oh man, it's definitely going to be in for the books.
Okay, 60s are entering Central.
Yeah, we'll see for sure. We'll continue to keep an eye on this right now. Based on what we're seeing right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tornado warnings that are in effect right now, as well as I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 severe thunderstorm warnings, and flash flood warnings are going up more and more as these storms continue to move through much of the deep south. So we have a lot to continue to look at, and we're not even in areas in Alabama yet where the environment is a little bit better. I've heard it is underperforming, but there is loaded gun situations right there that we're going to have to watch. So, yeah.
And if any of you audience viewers are just tuning in into the live stream now, please, if you know anyone that lives in Alabama especially, or even other states are being affected by this weather, please contact them and tell them about your severe weather preparedness plans if you have already prepared your action of plan. I mean, again, this is very serious. This is a day that it's you're not supposed to take lightly. Very, very serious day coming up ahead in several hours from now. So please take your action seriously.
Go ahead, Weather Kingdom.
I do have a tweet from Weather Track US. This was from someone in the Discord, and he pretty much says the environment in eastern Mississippi and into western Alabama remains extremely favorable for strong tornadoes. As these storms enter western Alabama with the warm sector, they will encounter some very bad southeasterly winds, which will encourage border inflows and rapid touring.
Boundary inflows, yeah.
Yeah.
That's concerning right there. Hey, Tony, how are you doing?
Hi, Pat. How are you doing? I'm actually driving. I do have a passenger in the car, so if you hear him in the background, I do apologize. His name is Rob.
All right.
I just wanted to jump on and see what I have missed since that big PDS tornado that was on the ground
Well, we
earlier.
have another PDS tour right now over Collins in Mississippi that we've been paying attention to. Looking at the velocity, definitely still some good rotation with it. CC has been, correlation coefficient has definitely been a little bit more iffy as of recently, but it looks like it's cycling back. We'll see what happens, but we have a lot of tornado warnings right now still.
I kind of want to, if you don't mind, Pat, from your perspective and what you have learned so far in school and everything,
Sure.
What's your take on like the Chattanooga region of Tennessee?
Chattanooga, they're in the moderate
what
risk,
are they?
I believe.
What is the atmosphere like up that way?
I'm gonna have to look at.
I know that.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I know that's probably going to be overnight.
Yeah.
Or late night.
That looks like it's
going
to be more of an evening. That looks like more of an evening threat over there. For right now, I would say like late evening, overnight threat. Right now, I'm thinking by the time it gets to Chattanooga, it's going to be more, especially considering how far north it is. It's going to be more of a squall line setup, I would say, instead of semi-discrete like we're going to see in Alabama pretty shortly. So that's my take on it.
Are we looking at possibly tornadoes for the Chattanooga area?
It's possible, yes, but the main tornado risk would be further down to the south in areas in Alabama and West Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because I do have family up and around the Chattanooga area.
Okay, just figured. Thank you.
Oh, that's something that nobody's really been talking about. How far north this can actually get bad.
Yeah, it's already flash flood warnings, for example, in parts of the Nashville area, in Clarksville.
Hey, Pat. By the way.
Hey, David.
Hey, I wanted to say, sorry to interrupt. Okay, so interestingly enough, northwest of Collins, we have an ongoing tornado debris signature, but then just to the north of that, east of Mount Olive, there's a new tornado debris signature that just popped up. While there's not a very well perturbation of a circulation there is a tornado debris signature. Oh, and that just got deeper. Yes, that is a tornado debris signature. That might be a new confirmed tornado warning here shortly in Mize and Taylorsville.
You said okay.
Not again.
Taylorsville again.
I'm taking a quick look
about
at
to get hit.
Taylorsville, yeah. I'm looking at
They
it.
just got hit by a monster tornado.
Yeah, I'm taking a quick gander at it.
Hey, Pat.
Yes.
Taylorsville did get hit by a monster tornado already once today.
Yeah.
And we did get, and I wanted to read this storm damage report. This is not good. And actually, from Vegas Aviation, there are people yelping for help in Taylorsville. Along to go with the thunderstorm wind damage report of multiple extensive tree damage along Highway 37 and numerous reports of damage to roofs and structures.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much for the update on that, David. I hope this next tornado moves away from Taylorsville because we do not need this.
I have bad news for Taylorsville. A damaging tornado was radar confirmed, and there's a new tornado warning directly for Tannersville.
Oh no, that's a problem.
Yeah.
If you're in Taylorsville, if you have not been impacted by this tornado, seek shelter immediately. If you are helping other neighbors from the tornado, get back to your shelter. Seek shelter immediately. There's another tornado coming right towards you, and yeah, it's one of those days.
I want to provide an update on the ongoing tornado warning that's in, again, northwest Alabama, west of Huntsville. That's still currently ongoing. It looks like north of that, there's a severe thunderstorm warning in southern Tennessee, southwest of Murfreesboro, and south of Nashville. If you look at that, there's a decent radar convergence signature that I am seeing looking at from the Huntsville radar, but the radar is too far away since it might be detecting in the mid-upper levels.
Sure.
But it's something to keep and bear in mind about. I could possibly see a possible brief spin up here soon within this squall line that's currently progressing eastward. It's got a decent convergence signature right now on it.
All right. Thank you very much, Gabe. All right. In the meantime, I am going to pivot back to the next to the cell near Taylorsville. We have a confirmed tornado near Taylorsville. Radar confirmed. Flying debris will be damaged to those caught without shelter. Seek shelter immediately if you are in Taylorsville. Once again, this is quite the day we're having, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, WAFs, the latest WAFs model that just got done rendering. This is the 19Z WAFs model, which this updates every 30 minutes. There could be a renewed outbreak of violent tornadoes across this area with multiple solutions indicating a few to possibly several strong tornadoes developing out of southwestern Mississippi, tracking across, again, that Taylorsville area, again, over the next hour or two, and then moving maybe into the western Alabama area. Again, this is the WAFs model. I will send a link to that in the live stream chat, so anybody that is watching this live stream could actually take a look at this. Again, this is a rapid refresh model that updates every 30 minutes.
Thank you.
All right.
And the resolution of time step increments is 5 minutes. So like you can see this like super high definition.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, David. I appreciate.
Of course.
That. What I would caution though is, especially for those tuning in, is I would pay more attention to the real time conditions. Modeling is still very important, especially at such a range and at such a high reflectivity, or high resolution. But real time conditions are kind of what we're looking at the most right now. But we should not discount the modeling that's going on because there's a lot that goes into that. So thank you very much, David. I just wanted to caution our audience.
But I did want to say, yes, there is some uncertainty with any model though, but the fact that the SPC uses that too, they've used it a few times in their meso discussions today. That's an important tool, and that's not a model that's ran every single day. It's only for like moderate risk days that it is used when they have that confidence that, oh, this is going to be where a tornado could form. And then based on initial conditions, that's fed into the models. That's fed into that model. So is it 100% accurate? No, not every model what we use is 100% accurate. But I will tell you what, this is as accurate as it can possibly get, and it's all based on, again, density of these tracks on what the chances of a strong tornado are over that set of period of time.
All right.
Okay, so yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Of course.
That. Okay. So it looks like the tornado warning for Jasper and Clark counties, which was the one that which was the Bay Spring storm. Looks like they have taken off the PDS tornado warning. Looks like they confirmed tornado was located right here, right by radar, right here. It looks like they took off the PDS tag on it. That is some good news. It looks like on velocity there is still a tight couplet on that. CC is a bit inconclusive, but there is a possible tornado on the ground. Seek shelter immediately. If you are in this tornado warning, we'll continue to update you on that as well. And as for the PDS tour, okay, never mind. This cell is in the PDS tour is exiting Collins and heading towards Taylorsville. We're gonna have to pay attention to that. Let's take a quick look at the velocity. Velocity right here. It looks like it's broadened up quite a bit. There is a little bit of correlation coefficient with it as well, but we'll have to see how that pans out. So, all right. Just wanted to give that update very quickly. Does anyone? All right. What else do you guys have? And what else do you guys have for me?
I actually want to reinforce something here. Again, for anyone new coming in the live stream, this is pretty concerning, especially this is outside of the severe weather, but I've been looking at the automated surface observing system and automated weather observing system, ASOSs or AWOSs at local airports out ahead of the main line of supercells that are producing the tornadoes currently ongoing. I mentioned this earlier, but there are very strong to potentially non-damaging, non-thunderstorm winds. These are winds that are occurring outside of thunderstorms, and the 925 millibar winds, the low-level winds in the lower portions of the troposphere, are extremely screaming right now at 50 to 60 knots per SPC meso analysis in southeastern Mississippi and western Alabama. So even with that being very with the unstable atmosphere that it's being conducive for right now, wind gusts could still be exceeding damaging winds outside of thunderstorms that could knock out telecommunications, especially power outages, power poles, and power lines. So if you're experiencing power outages, even before the main severe weather arrives at your location, please make sure you have additional options on hand, especially if you could receive any notifications from any people that have like a weather radio in hand or just some communication. That's very important for today's episodic day today.
Right. I also want to briefly mention the low-level jet is only going to get a little stronger from here, especially in western and central Alabama. That low-level jet could increase to about 70 knots.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
wow.
That's definitely going to kick in pretty quickly. Do we have any timing on when that LOJ should start to kick in a bit more?
Within the next 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. All right. This has been a crazy system to cover. That's for sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. I know Tony just left, so hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later. Okay.
And I'm gonna
this is I got a non-thunderstorm wind gust report coming in from southwest Alabama. You ready to hear this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Non-thunderstorm wind gust report of 62 miles an hour. Wow.
Oh, wow.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Those non-thunderstorm damaging winds already occurring right now. And as David alluded to, that low-level jet could actually increase those wind gusts at the surface due to how unstable that boundary layer is to enhance momentum but transfer down to the surface.
Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, something just came across my desk real quickly. There is a supercell right now that is tornado warned, that is crossing into Alabama right now. That is about an hour away from Tuscaloosa. We're going to have to watch that cell especially carefully since that will be heading towards a very populated area right now. But here's what we have going on. We have a tornado warning in effect. It's a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. I'll take a quick look at the velocity. This is the one near Scuba and Geiger, or however you pronounce that. I apologize for butchering that. But yeah, we have some decent rotation on that right now. Correlation coefficient, it's a little too far to determine for certain, but we do have some stuff that we're watching right here, and we will continue to pay attention to that right now, especially as this heads towards Tuscaloosa. So thank you very much for that.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna have to be going to work. I've stayed as long as I could, and hopefully I am out pretty good timing and can get at least to the peak and get to the other half of this event.
Sure.
Do you know the exact time of the peak you thinking?
I'm not
100%.
I don't know 100%. I'm watching to see how this evolves, but I think it's going to start getting really ramping up in the next couple of hours. Peak should be around 8 p.m. Eastern time.
All right.
I'm seeing.
All right, so I might be good.
All right.
To do all that, but I mean, damn, that's a lot of time.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you get to what you need to do. Thanks for coming on the stream. We'll see you later. All right.
Yeah, no problem. See ya. Have a good. Wish everybody luck and please be safe. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see you later. All right.
All right.
All right.
Adios.
Adios. Okay, someone in chat's asking, so is today worse than yesterday so far? I would say we have had more intense tornadoes today than yesterday. But right now, we'll just have to see how this event pans out. It's too early for me to determine that. I just know that things started ramping up this morning, and it's been nonstop ever since. So, yeah, we'll have to pay attention to that. But yeah, they updated the tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is near Emily right now, or 15 miles northwest of Livingston, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. That is heading towards the Tuscaloosa area, so we'll have to pay very close attention to it. So thank you very much.
There's a tornado warning that was issued in Northwest Alabama that has expired. Just an update to that tornado warning that has officially expired over Florence and Russellville, Alabama.
All right, thank you very much, Gabe. I appreciate that. All right, while I have you on here, David, I want to ask you something. What do you think? What do you think of the environment in Alabama and how these cells are going to react to that environment? They're crossing into there in the next couple of hours. David? Okay, that's interesting. All right, I'll go ahead and move on. Hey, Ian, are you there? I know you're muted, but yeah, okay. All right, thank you. All right, regardless, we'll continue looking at this right here. Okay, we still have the PDS tornado warning in here. Okay, we have that tornado warning in Taylorsville. Let's take a quick look at the CC. Not really much is there. There is like a little drop of it northeast of Taylorsville from what I'm looking at. Looking at the velocity, definitely broader rotation than we have seen before. Let's go ahead and show you this. Yeah, the rotation is getting broader from what I'm seeing, so that does not look like it's going to be as big of a threat. It looks like if the tornado may have lifted right now, which hopefully would be some good news for Taylorsville. We'll have to see how that pans out. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this other tornado warning, that storm that is moving into Alabama near Macon, Macedonia, and Columbus right now. Okay, still tornado warning is in effect. It shall expire in the next 25 minutes. Okay, right here we're starting to see a little bit better of a defined hook shape, a little bit near crossing as it's crossing into Alabama near Gainesville right here. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at it. Okay, the velocity is a little early to determine, but the velocity is definitely starting to get its act together, at least at the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, sure. I'm back. I was just eating food. I'm back.
Don't worry about it. Hey, what are your? I wanted you. What's your take on what we're looking? What's your take on the potential environment coming up in Alabama as these cells start to cross into the region?
Oh, it's gonna go off. This cell in particular that's near Jeager. I can't even say that. Alabama, heading right for Tuscaloosa. And that's got some strong rotation to it.
It definitely
Holy
does.
cow.
It definitely does at the upper elevations. We'll just have to see how it pans out. We're not sure exactly how it's going to at the lower elevations. The tilt's still going in the mid levels, but yeah, there is strong rotation with this, especially higher up. We're going to have to watch that as that approaches the Tuscaloosa region as well. Correlation coefficient is going to be a bit inconclusive with this. Yeah, there's not going to be much there, but man, the reflectivity definitely looks pretty decent as it's approaching that region, for sure. Wow. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Watching that cell near Macedonia, Alabama as well. This event did not disappoint. Okay.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Okay, we got a tornado warning. Looks like we have a confirmed tornado right now based on what we're seeing. A confirmed tornado is located near Garlandville or 10 miles south of Newton, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Damaging tornado, radar confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. That's what we have going on. If you're in Hickory, if you're in Chunky, if you're in Neilburg, if you're in Collinsville, Meridian, Marion, seek shelter immediately from this system. We'll continue to monitor it. Okay, it looks like reflectivity. Gabe
just got a brand new tornado warning just got issued. This is in Alabama. If I could, let's see here.
I just got
it's heading just west of Tuscaloosa right now.
Oh, wow.
Looks like it's on its trajectory, just possibly west or even heading directly towards Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Yeah, that's a cell we're definitely going to have to watch right there. Okay, Greg is in the chat right here. Hey Pat, you know I'm here in Georgia. It's very windy out right now. I had a fraternity conference in Birmingham, Alabama today, but it was canceled due to the weather. Just got home. Glad to hear you're safe, Greg. Peter Moss, who has been so clutch with all the support he has given us this week. A little bit of everything. USGS just reported a magnitude 3 earthquake near Meiji, Mississippi. So yeah, John, we really do have quite the stuff that we have with this. We still
even earthquakes.
Yep, we have a little bit of everything again.
What's the latest?
All right, David, we got a tornado warning just west of Tuscaloosa right now from that Geiger cell that's heading towards there. Radar indicated on its current trajectory, it looks like it is heading for the Tuscaloosa area, so we're going to have to watch that as well. We have another tornado warning in Mississippi right here. Let's take a look at it. In Newton and Lauderdale counties, right there, there's a confirmed tornado on the ground over there. It looks like the environment's only going to get better and better as these cells move into Alabama, it seems. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It's a mixed signal for me. It's so messy. I mean, yesterday seemed really good. I mean, yesterday was a really good environment.
Sure.
It's so messy. I mean, it's just a mixed signal. It's all messy up here in the northern end of Alabama. And even out ahead of this, it's just, I don't know.
All right.
It's a really mixed signal. I would say we will continue having to monitor the risk for a few violent tornadoes today still.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, new mesoscale discussion for Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. A sparse instance of hail, strong gusts, or a brief tornado cannot be rolled off. A WW issuance is unlikely. So kind of like what I've been saying over the past couple of days and last night.
Go ahead.
Tornadoes cannot be ruled out in the marginal risk. Like Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, that cannot be ruled out. Just wanted to let you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree on that, Ian. I mean, there's such strong upper tropospheric wind fields that are still making that very apparent, even in the Midwest right now. That could definitely enhance the shear enough just to have an isolated instance of a tornado. I agree with you.
Yeah, there's already a severe thunderstorm warning northwest of Fort Wayne right now. Looking at it, taking a look at it, it's an isolated cell. 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail is the main threat, but you're gonna have to pay attention to that, especially in the next few hours.
Yeah, with that cell northwest of Fort Wayne, Pat, it's got a tornado vortex signature per the storm cell or indication tracker skid. Yeah, that one's gonna have to be monitored here. Even though it's not tornado warned right now,
Definitely.
just don't let your guard down. This is still part of the severe weather event today.
Absolutely. Yeah, the
And
velocity of
I'd
the
also like to mention. I'd also like to mention I'm actually in Bowling Green, which is a little college town south of Toledo.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it looks like you're going to get some of this pretty soon. I just hope it's not too bad for your region though.
I'm really hoping not. I do not want to have a tornado.
Nobody does today in this environment. Okay. Wow. Yeah, things are
Looks like we just got a tornado warning that got expired that included Columbus and West Point in Mississippi. That one is expired now.
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, I just have to go run somewhere. My basement is starting to leak, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, take care of it. All right. Okay. Wow. All right. Thanks. Yeah, John, I
That
just saw what
supercell
you
near
sent me.
Tuscaloosa.
Wow.
That supercell near Tuscaloosa is starting to hook really nicely.
Definitely is. It's still a little far away from the radar though, so we'll have to be careful with it.
Yeah.
Okay, CC.
Someone in the chat said, "Will there be any enhancements for Sunday?" I don't think so. There's a chance, but I don't think so.
The main risk for Sunday is straight line winds, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
So there's a 5% tornado probability, so there could be some tornadoes with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a quick gander at it very quick. Very quick. Yeah, there's a 5 tornado risk. Yeah, I think winds are it's going to be more of a squall set with maybe a few QLCS tornadoes in there for tomorrow. Yeah. We'll see what happens. But thank you very much. Yeah, that cell is is heading towards Tuscaloosa. It looks impressive. It definitely does, yeah. It's looking better and better as it gets closer and closer to the radar site. The problem is it's in a radar hole right now. It's in a pretty big one. So... yeah, it's a little difficult to see. Okay, tornado.
We need more. We need more radars out there. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, we definitely do, for sure. We'll just have to make do with what we got.
Yeah.
Looking at velocity, definitely starting to see a bit of a couplet in there. It's pretty interesting, but we'll get more data once it gets closer to Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. So. One of those wait and see types of things. Okay. I'm going to move further south, pivot back. Confirmed tornado at 2:39 p.m.
And remember also, aside from the tornadic weather, due to the nature of the movement of these storms, a lot of these storms have been trailing one behind after another. So that's going to increase a flash flooding risk. So please be aware of the amount of rain that is going to be torrentially downpouring in your local area. If you get a first batch of storms, for example, it's just going to be a continuous amount of rain. So flooding is definitely going to be a huge risk after the first initial batch of storms as well.
Thank you very much. Absolutely, Gabe. There's a lot of flash flood warnings in effect actually behind these storms because of how much rain has fallen. So that is something you're going to have to watch out for as well. The flood risk, especially along the Mississippi River Valley. Because I know there was a lot of rainfall from those storms yesterday right there, and this is just adding on top of that. So we're going to have to see how that pans out. We're going to have to pay attention to that as well. Yep. So, yeah. Yeah, what do I think about the Mobile and Pensacola area? Mobile and Pensacola... You definitely look like you're going to get some severe stuff from this. I think the main tornado threat's going to stay north of you guys, but I think straight line winds are not out of the question with this. Same with large hail.
Hey Pat, I got an update here.
Sure.
the PDS tornado warning just got expired. So there are no PDS tornado warnings right now currently in effect.
All right, thank goodness for that. That is some very good news that we needed, for sure. Okay, taking a look at other stuff as well. Reflectivity. That hook shape on that cell that's heading towards Tuscaloosa is getting better and better as it's closer and closer to the satellite. Hopefully, we'll have.
Well, it's just getting more worrisome with that structure there.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
We may have to watch that one closely.
We're gonna have to watch that very closely in the next hour. David, you too. You're gonna have to watch that as well.
Just in time. I just got back. Yeah, I'm going to need to watch that. Oh, and we got a tornado report out of Taylorsville in Mississippi. Pictures posted of swath of trees snapped with some uprooted, damage to metal structures, and damage to a tractor trailer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, wow.
Quite the situation for sure.
Yup.
Yeah. All right. So for those just tuning in, it is now 3:01. It is now 3 o'clock. We have multiple tornado warnings in effect from near Tuscaloosa all the way down to near Columbia, Mississippi. As of right now, there are no PDS tornado warnings right now, although there are a few observed tornado warnings that have been issued. Granted, they are a bit old and they have not been updated just yet. We'll have to see what happens. I think the tornado warning in Taylorsville is going to get canceled pretty shortly once the cell moves out of the area. In the meantime, we have radar indicated stuff going on right here. We're going to have to pay attention to that as well. But ultimately, we had a lot of action so far today, and we still have more to come in the next few hours as these cells move into Alabama. So,
I also want to mention.
Go ahead, Ian.
Sorry, south of Bassfield, there's a really strong rotation with a donut hole.
Let me take a quick gander at that. South of Bassfield, you said?
Yeah, really impressive couplet. Very strong rotation. Donut hole too.
Oh yeah, there is. There definitely is of some very strong rotation with this.
Oh shoot! Yes.
Yep.
Take cover now if you're near Bassfield.
If you're anywhere near this, if you're in Bassfield, seek shelter immediately. We're looking at gate to gate of 99 to 48 miles per hour.
Wow.
That is pretty powerful right there, and that's on the southern part of that hook shape right there.
PDS. We got a PDS tornado warning. Just got issued.
Yes, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Is it near?
Here
is the Bassfield cell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bassfield cell, PDS tornado warning.
Oh wow.
This thing is probably going to be on the ground for a while.
You guys called it.
Yep. Yep. Ian, your instincts were definitely there for that one. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also near Bay Springs, there's still some strong rotation. That's still an observed tornado.
Yep. We will continue to monitor that as well.
Oh my gosh, the same freaking areas. Taylorsville, Hot Coffee, Collins, Seminary, So-So. Oh gosh,
Wow.
So-So
back to back cells.
What is this,
today.
like the third time today now?
Yes.
Fourth, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is historic, guys. Up to 3 times. This is crazy.
Yep. A large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Improve or 12 miles northeast of Columbia, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. These storms are hauling as well. That's close to interstate speeds right there. You're you need to get into shelter immediately. These are moving very fast.
Yes, they are.
Wow. New development. Unbelievable. Meanwhile,
so again, right now it looks like we still got several tornado warnings.
Oh, we have another PDS.
Again, we got this
Holy
recent
cow.
PDS warning just
my
got
gosh.
issued now for the areas of Bassfield and then heading towards Seminary, So-So, Taylorsville. Again, please take shelter immediately if you're in this path again, and emphasize again.
Okay, urgent update. You need to look at that storm south of Aliceville headed towards Birmingham. That's
that
going to
hook is
produce.
definitely
That
greatly tightened up.
That's gonna hit Tuscaloosa.
That has a very big possibility of that happening. That rotation is definitely tightened up quite a bit compared to the last few
Oh
scans.
God.
You know
Oh,
what's
God.
crazy is that
I
the
fear-
Oh
velocity.
yeah,
You know what's crazy is that velocity signature right by Tuscaloosa. It almost got a donut hole in it right now.
yeah. That's very problematic. There's not inconclusive CC drop, but we're gonna have to watch that very carefully. That one is tightening up very fast.
Echo
So
tops 52,000 feet on that.
yep.
Okay, I want to preface this. If you are in Tuscaloosa County, north of Tuscaloosa, everyone like north of Tuscaloosa in Tuscaloosa County,
All right.
take note of this. Please watch this. There's good potential you could be seeing a very powerful tornado.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ian. I think it's also important. Let's just try to take a breather. I know things are starting to ramp up once again, but it's important that we take a breather. We try to relax and we try to convey the information the best way we can. I know things are starting to ramp up and things are getting a little excited right now, but we got to do this in the best way, in the calmest way possible. But now we have a PDS tornado warning in effect for the same areas at Collins, Taylorville, Seminary that have been hit by tornadoes previously, and now we have another rapidly developing cell heading towards Tuscaloosa. Things have continued to escalate over the last little while. Okay, new scan just came in. That hook shape looks even better on radar right now. That is interesting to see how this is panning out.
I got an update coming in. Again, this is outside of the tornadic activity ahead of the line. Non-thunderstorm wind gust report and non-thunderstorm wind damage coming in Alabama here. This is from the automated surface observing system at an airport, looks like south of Montgomery, Alabama here. And if you guys don't know what ASOSs are, they're rapid kind of refresh times automated surface systems that give off the weather, such as like temperature, pressure, all that sort of good stuff. But the concerning thing I've been monitoring ahead of this is the wind gusts, because the wind gusts have been just absolutely screaming at the surface, knocking out power for people that are trying to get notifications ahead of the impending tornadic situation later tonight. But as I digress, the wind gust was 65 miles an hour, and it sounds like a tree fell on a home too.
We have a
65.
We have a CC drop southeast of Bassfield.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's heading towards Seminary.
Yep, I've been watching that. It looks really good on velocity as well. We're looking at gate to gate 109 to 35. So that's a pretty strong tornado right there. Taking a look at CC drop right here.
Oh, that's a violent tornado. That's a violent tornado, possibly in the making, based on our en-route velocities at 2.7. Yep, that's debris ball may be small now, but I bet you in the next scan that thing is going to explode big time.
Right now it's affecting rural areas too, David. So we have to take that into consideration as well. So
that's heading right for Cemetery.
Yes, it's heading for Seminary right now. Yes.
Seminary.
Oh gosh, that debris ball. Okay, the TDS is a lot deeper on that. A lot deeper TDS.
Yep.
Oh, no. If you're in Seminary, you need to take cover right now.
Yes, if you are in Seminary, you need to seek shelter immediately. We will continue to update you on that as well. I'm also going to go ahead and check the other big cell I've been paying attention to, which is up further to the north near Tuscaloosa, approaching that region right now. Taking a look at the velocity. Velocities continue to look better and better with this one right here. We're going to have to see how this plays out, but that's a cell we're going to have to watch. It's a little bit concerning. We're going to have to watch that. As for other stuff that is going on, let's go ahead and take a quick gander at that. Okay, tornado warning. Okay, a couple tornado warnings that. Okay, the tornado warning for Clark County is canceled. That's the latest from the NWS. Tornado warning remains in effect until 3:30 for Marion and Lawrence in a few areas. Like that's the original Bassfield storm before this one started dropping right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the velocity once again. Yeah, that velocity is definitely starting to increase quite a bit. Okay, gate to gate is 114 to about 19. So we're gonna have to watch that correlation coefficient. Yeah, that CC drop definitely has gotten a bit bigger with that. That's mainly affecting rural areas. We're gonna have to see how that pans out. But that's what we have happening so far. So yeah, quite a lot's happening.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
CC drop.
Patrick and guys, I want to say something. All the way up north in Indiana, by the way, we got more scattered to numerous convection developing in Indiana with that severe thunderstorm warning currently in effect by Fort Wayne. There is a cell that I'm concerned about that we might want to monitor. It's not severe warned. This is due west of Fort Wayne. Look at that structure on
Yep.
that. It's got that nice, almost that hook shaped structure that's starting to take shape here.
I'm watching it.
I'm just getting pretty concerned with that cell. Just got to keep an eye on that one.
We'll have to watch that hook shape as well. We'll have to see how that's happening right now. The cell near Huntertown, yeah, it looks like there's a decent hook shape. There's a little bit of velocity with that as well. We're going to have to watch that. Then this cell right here, definitely a supercell in the making, I would say, with that.
Remember, the
shape.
severe weather is not in the deep south, you guys. We got a marginal risk all the way up in the Midwest in Indiana and Ohio. So we're gonna keep an eye on these areas as well.
As I've been mentioning a lot, and it seems like it could verify right here.
Yep.
I like to tell you guys this because this is a situation. I have to tell you guys, like this is serious.
Yeah, and we are going to continue to watch that as well. I'm taking a quick gander at some of the other things we're paying attention to, looking at correlation coefficient, looking at reflectivity. Yeah, that cell is definitely building up near Tuscaloosa. We're going to have to watch that closer and closer as it gets closer and closer to the radar site. Looking at the cell with the PDS right here, let's go ahead and take a look at the latest frame. We're taking a look at the velocity. Okay, this is interesting. We're looking at gate to gate from gate to gate of 102 to 54. So this thing is definitely starting to round up a bit more, definitely starting to tighten it even more. Correlation coefficient, CC drop definitely has been getting larger by the frame as it's heading right for Seminary. If you are in Seminary, seek shelter immediately. There is a large tornado heading towards you right now, and we'll continue to update you here on the stream as it heads your area.
This is insane, everybody. This is absolutely insane right now.
Yes.
Wow. We also got a tornado warning again in northern Alabama. This is closer to Huntsville. Recently got issued. This is in association with that squall line that's more so progressing eastward. Again, emphasizing about that the brief mesovortex spin-ups that could be induced with the within the squall line. So all the way up into by Huntsville there into southern Tennessee, south of Murfreesboro, got a squall line progressing through right now. Again, still got the tornado potential with the brief spin-ups. Just please, if you got even a severe thunderstorm warning, please just take shelter. I mean, this is still absolutely insane with the hazards that could be associated with this system.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. That is going to be interesting. For sure. I know the main threat right now is in Mississippi and central Alabama, but we should not be I think this tornado warning should also serve as a reminder that this isn't while that's the main show, we are looking at QLCS tornadoes as well in parts of Alabama in this squall line that is moving through much of Alabama into Tennessee as well. We're going to have to see how that pans out, but ultimately that serves as a reminder, hey, there's other hazards too. We're going to have to watch that as well. So, okay, let's take a look at a velocity of this. Okay, it looks like it's starting to. Okay, things are starting to get a little interesting. We're looking at. Yeah, we're still seeing some good gate to gate with this. 115 to 12 on the velocity right here. Looking at correlation coefficient. Looks like the CC drop has lost some of its signature quite a bit. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Looks like the cell might be cycling right now, but we'll have to see what happens as it approaches Seminary. It looks like we're seeing the tornado starting to cycle, but still seek shelter immediately. If you are in Seminary, we will continue to update you on that. Okay, Tony wants to come back, Ed.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Tony, we got a PDS tour again near Seminary now, in close to Bassfield and Collins, again in Mississippi. So
it seems like every time I join, we have a PDS.
That's what this outbreak has been like today.
PDS. Every time I join.
Well, there's weather for you.
Hopefully these people can catch a break. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. I just pulled over for a little bit. Just wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah. Well.
Pat.
Yep.
Eli wants to come on.
Yeah. I know. I know.
I need you to take care of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait.
Maybe in a.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll delete my.
All right, guys. I'm getting ready to get back on the interstate, so people are driving. People are acting crazy today.
I can understand why.
Yeah. It's New Jersey, PA. They drive like idiots all the time, but it's worse today.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just taking a quick look at it right here. Looks like that velocity's definitely tightened up a bit more on satellite with that cell near Tuscaloosa. We're gonna have to watch that very closely. Okay, they just updated it. That tornado warning. We're looking at the hazards of tornado and up to golf ball sized hail with that supercell that is approaching Tuscaloosa right now. We're going to have to take this very seriously as it heads towards a very populated area in Alabama. And then, it looks like they cleaned up a lot of the tornado warnings. There are only four left right now. We have a PDS tornado warning right now that is heading towards Collins and Seminary. Seek shelter immediately. Once again, and taking a look at the velocity, it definitely looks like it's recycling right now. We'll see what happens with those parameters right there. A lot's happening right now.
I am back. Okay, so right now we just had another tornado report out of Bay Springs, Mississippi. This is in Smith County, Mississippi. Public has reported extensive tree damage and downed trees blocking Highway 531. So extensive tree damage is coming out of Big Springs.
All right, thank you very much, David. I'm going to go ahead and do this very quickly. We'll take care of that. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, David. Okay, yeah, David. I want your take on this. Have you been paying attention to the cell near Tuscaloosa? I think we all have.
Not recently. Let's see. Let's look at it. Oh,
take a quick look at it.
It's got. Excuse me. It's got. Is that a debris signature?
No.
I'm getting a TDS marker on it.
Oh, really?
I'm getting a TDS marker on that.
Well, the velocity's definitely been tightening up for quite a while. Gate to gates like 90 to 12 on that. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. And it's hugging the southern side of the tornado warning box, so we're going to have to pay attention to that. So, yeah, quite the situation that we're dealing with. Wow.
Hey, weather forecaster, welcome to this live stream. Welcome to the channel.
Yep.
Yeah, Tuscaloosa cell looks pretty impressive right now. We need to watch that because that's going to be moving into a populated area here pretty soon.
Yeah, we definitely are going to have to very soon.
Oh, wow. SPC extended the high risk.
Yeah, they did.
They extend it further east, it looks.
Oh, wow, you're right. They did extend it further. Wow. Oh, boy.
Yep, they're definitely seeing something in there that with that environment that they're like, okay, this is going to be pretty interesting.
With higher confidence in that extension there.
Yep. Okay, we have a new tornado warning in effect for parts of Jasper County, in Newton County, Lauderdale County, in Mississippi. Tornado capable, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. Over there, we're going to have to pay attention to that. So, yeah, going back to the PDS tour, right here, they have not updated it in the last 10 minutes, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, it looks like the CC drop is still there. If you are in Seminary, seek shelter immediately. We're going to continue to update you with that, but seek shelter immediately if you are in that region. Velocity definitely is starting to tighten up a bit more going into it. We're looking at 95 to 20 now, so we're going to have to see how that pans out. So, yeah. Definitely still a very dangerous situation unfolding across much of the South.
Also, that has a donut on it, that Seminary storm. But the one hold on. So the one that has a radar indicated tornado in Elrod, that has it very, very, very tight rotation. I mean,
where at?
That's headed towards Birmingham area, near just north of it's the furthest. Yeah, it's a Tuscaloosa storm.
Okay. All right. Yep, I'm definitely seeing that tighter rotation for sure. All right, Eli, you're on the air. Hey, what's happening?
All right, so currently, I'm backyard chasing, so it's easier. But this SVR, the SVR up in Indiana,
Yep.
it is. We do have hail. It's at least an inch in diameter, and if you look on the radar near Columbia City in Indiana, there's this one storm. There's like in the velocity, there's little notches of rotation. So that's one thing you have to pay attention up here, because we do have not a zero chance but a low chance for brief spin up tornadoes and large hail and damaging winds.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll have to watch these cells right there. Gabe was especially mentioning those earlier, and Ian was highlighting that even though they're not in the greatest risk, they can still get stuff up there for sure. So yeah, thank you for that update, Eli. If you have anything else that's going on up there, please let me know as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So
we're keeping an eye on those in Indiana, but those are very shallow. I'm not too.
Yeah, they are, but I'd still keep a close eye on them, because that's, even though they're not in the main risk, they could definitely cause some damage for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, this NROC continues to show signs of strengthening, so we're going to keep an eye on this very closely. This storm in Tuscaloosa.
Yep.
Or Tuscaloosa.
Mm-hmm. See, looking at velocity. Yeah, that velocity couplet's definitely looking better and better right here. 72 to 20. Let's look at 81 to 20. So, yeah, it's still relatively broad. It needs to tighten up quite a bit, but it's on the right track.
Oh, we got a new tornado warning, Middle Tennessee now.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh. Yep, we got it. That is for Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We have a radar indicated situation. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. If you're in Murfreesboro, seek shelter immediately. This is a pretty big population center. So, yeah, anything that happens, I actually can see where that potential hook shape is. It's right here, southeast of Eagleville. So let's go ahead and take a look at the velocity. Yeah, there's definitely a pretty good couplet on this right here. Looking at 52 to 29 right here, correlation coefficient inconclusive. But there is.
I just want to.
Go ahead. Gabe?
If we need to, we can take a. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear
Hello?
you.
Okay. I just want to remind, if we need to, if things continue to escalate the way they are going right now, we just got to take a minute and take a breather.
Yeah.
Just reminding, just a reminder.
Absolutely, for sure. I might do that in a bit once these, especially the cell near Tuscaloosa passes. They just extended the tornado warning for Tuscaloosa. It's now just north of there.
Tuscaloosa County.
Yep, it's now a tornado warning in effect for Tuscaloosa County. Tornado and quarter-size hail. This severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado right now. We're going to have to watch that as well. Also noticing that hook shape starting to expand further and further to the south. Are you guys seeing this near Union outside the tornado warn box? Are you guys noticing that?
Yeah.
We're going to have to watch that as well. Because this cell, man, it looks better and better, and it's so isolated. It's in a good area for development. Yep, it's in a prime area for good development, for tornado development with this. Yes, it has, Orbit. Yes, it has. Glad you're not the only one that noticed.
Thank you, Dawson. I appreciate it. Boy, I'm trying to hang in there today with all of this.
Crazy the fact I'm in Indiana. I had a tornado warning last night on the northern extent of yesterday's outbreak.
Yep.
In Lake County in Indiana.
Yeah. I had to seek shelter last night. Oh, boy.
But, man, what a crazy 24 hours still ongoing right now.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like the tornado warning has been canceled for Collins and Taylorsville, according to what I'm seeing from the NWS. Looking at velocity. Wait a minute.
There's no way that's canceled.
I'm hoping that's
surprised.
an error. I'm hoping that's an error that was issued at 3:21 p.m. Yeah, because there's definitely some strong velocity on that. What's up, Eli?
All right, so I just got some information. My friend just got done with some convection. He is in Hartford City, and the instability still really high.
All right.
Higher than what most models are saying. The meso analysis are supporting possible ingredients if these discrete storms from Peru, Indiana come far enough towards the Ohio border. I think they could manage to do hail, damaging winds, and even an isolated tornado, because I don't think this convection and just rain showers will do anything.
All right. Thank you very much for the update. I appreciate that. All right. As of right now, we're mainly paying attention to two tornado warnings right here. The first one is the PDS tornado warning right now near Seminary in Mississippi. Taking a look at the velocity on it once again. The velocity's definitely started to tighten up a little bit. Correlation coefficient, it's iffy. They might downgrade the PDS tour on that, but we'll have to see. Then you have this cell right here near Tuscaloosa that's really starting to feed into that good environment right there. And we're going to have to pay very, very, very close attention to that. So, yeah. if you're if you're anywhere in Tuscaloosa, northern Tuscaloosa County, you need to seek shelter immediately. Right now, this is a very powerful supercell, and let's take a look at the velocity. Okay, this is interesting. Are you guys seeing this on velocity near Tuscaloosa? We're looking at a pretty tight couplet right now, 97 to 25 right now, but it's definitely picked up in strength, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to pay very close attention to that. The scan before that was definitely a lot stronger. Okay, radar scope just quit on me for some reason. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely tightening up quite a bit as it's approaching the Tuscaloosa County. So you guys are going to want to pay very close attention to this. Wow. Correlation coefficient, nothing right now, but that velocity's tightened up quite a bit. So
sorry, but there is a tornado warning in Tennessee, unexpected. But
yeah, we saw it. We saw it. That's the Murfreesboro one. We already talked about that, but thank you for letting us know.
Wow. Large viewer on that storm south of Gordo.
Oh. Yeah, there definitely is.
Man, I could barely stay awake. You all, Pat is going to take the fort. I'm just going to keep them up here talking over.
That's fine.
I cannot stay awake. I think yesterday I'm just worn out. I'm just so worn out from yesterday. I will be back. I just need a quick power nap. I just need a quick.
All right.
I actually took
right now it's because right now we have a new meso discussion. 210. Let's see what that has to say. Multiple supercells capable of intense to potentially violent tornadoes to persist into the evening. Let's see what they're saying here. A line of supercells continues from east central Alabama to south central Mississippi. Most of these supercells have a history of tornadoes, including a few intense to potentially violent tornadoes. The environment ahead of these supercells remains very favorable for tornadoes with up to 2,000 joules of mixed layer cape per SPC mesoanalysis and 0 to 1 kilometer SRH in excess of 300 meters squared per second squared. This yields a STP value around 5, which is forecast to shift east with these storms through the evening. Convective trends have shown rapid, strong to intense tornado development in supercells with unimpeded inflow and circulation disruption when surrounding showers and thunderstorms impede this inflow.
Yeah.
Expect this pattern to continue into the early evening, with the greatest concern being supercells with clear inflow of at least mid 60 dew points. For the threat for intense to potentially violent tornadoes will persist for these supercells as long as they can remain ahead of the developing line of storms across central Mississippi. Based on the current storm motions, they should remain ahead of this line of storms into the early evening.
Yeah. That
Wow.
is not a good sign.
All right, I am back. Everything is good.
All right, that's good to hear. Anyway, we got some stuff happening near Tuscaloosa. In case you haven't checked, we have a pretty big supercell over there right now heading towards there. We're going to have to watch that.
Yeah, I did see that. That's pretty concerning.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the velocity definitely tightened up for a bit, but it's starting starting to tighten up a bit more, I'd say. We're looking at gate to gate of 61 to 50. So we might be having there might be something going on right there. We're gonna have to watch that very closely. As for the cell over here, okay, it looks like there's still the PDS. Yeah, it looks like there's still a PDS tornado warning in effect for parts of Mississippi right here. We're gonna have to watch that. Definitely looks like it recycled. Definitely looks like it recycled. Yep, it definitely did. There's a pretty tight couplet with that, and there's definitely a decent couplet. Sorry, not correlation coefficient drop with that. So that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. So yeah, a lot's been happening. Go ahead, Eli.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm butting in too much, but this is kind of important. Up north in Ohio, like I've been discussing, there is one that's kind of intense that is impacting parts of Indiana. I will get that location.
Is this
near
the one that's
Wabash?
Oh, okay.
Southwest of Wabash,
Yeah.
Indiana, and then there's one due west of Lagro, and then due west of Andrew. There's 3 segments.
All right. Thank you very
Hey.
I
much.
think it's.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pat. Sorry to interrupt. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you take over the fort? Can you show your screen and do radar analysis? Because man, I can barely stay awake.
Yeah, I can take care of that. I'll take care of that in a second.
I'm gonna take a quick power nap, and I'm hoping in like a few like in an hour I'll be well rested.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and finish up your stuff, Eli. Then I'm going to present my stuff on screen. All right. Eli, if I may, could I share my screen on the thing? I can't do that because you're using it right now. All right, thank you. All right, go ahead and do that.
All right, there we go.
Yep, that should help.
Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Ugh,
right.
Man, I'm.
All right, David.
Maybe it's that food that I ate.
Oh, maybe it's a lot of things. I'm worn out from covering this for 5 days straight.
Yeah, make sure to refuel and recharge whenever your body needs it.
Yep.
You gotta take care of yourself first. Our bodies are not unlimited machines.
Yeah. Definitely, they are definitely not, Gabe. Okay, yeah, there's definitely some tighter rotation with this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Gate to gate is 88 to 30. So there might be something going on right here. We're gonna have to pay attention to it. That got way tighter. We're really wound up quite a bit. There's no correlation coefficient, but we're definitely seeing a lot tighter rotation on this.
Wow, we got another tornado warning in Tennessee. We got 2 tornado warnings now in Tennessee.
Uh-oh. This one is further south near Lynchburg and Still Springs. Okay. Yep, definitely going to be one of those QLCS tornadoes, one of those spin-ups for sure that are in that line.
Yep, within that squall line there. Yep, I agree.
We have to see what happens with that.
Right. Oh, actually, Patrick.
Yep.
Look at the northern tornado warning within that squall line in Tennessee. Got a tight couplet on it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's south of Murfreesboro.
Look at that.
Yep, I got.
Look at that the convergence signature there.
Oh crap! I forgot to.
Wow.
Yeah, that. Hold on, I apologize real quickly.
You're fine.
There you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. All right. Yep, there's definitely tighter velocity with that. That's for sure.
I appreciate it.
Sure. Okay, let me take a quick
Building your online business.
Taking a quick gander at something real quickly. Oh, crap. I wish David was here so I could get my screen back on. Ugh. Yeah, because he's also streaming as well. So. Okay.
What happened?
Hey, David, could you share my screen back? I accidentally X'd out of my radar on the Discord.
There we go. We're
better.
good.
Thank you. Just make it. I appreciate it. All right.
I'm going to try to sleep pretty quickly
All right,
here.
you take care of that.
I'm gonna check north. I'm gonna check into Indiana here for a second.
Yeah, you do that while I'm
See how that
doing that.
convection's going.
Yeah, we're looking at gate to gate in Tuscaloosa of 79 and 50. So, still really wound up. Nothing for the CC.
Well, it looks like let's see. Looks like the Indiana convection. It looks like it's shallow. I can see high LCLs, liquid condensation levels, not low LCLs, but still definitely producing some torrential downpours and isolate. Remember, it's mainly going to be a more isolated threat and I would say because of the limited buoyancy that's there, but still posing the threat of damaging winds, an isolated large hail threat, or even an isolated tornado threat. It's just mainly isolated up there with northward extent.
Yep. Also, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for, let's take a look at this, Lanois County in southeastern Michigan as well, Gabe.
Yeah, I see that. It's heading right by, passing by Detroit. So,
yep.
Yeah, the severe weather is not only in the deep south in the Dixie Alley, but remember, we got it all the way up here in Indiana and Michigan. So we're gonna have to keep an eye in this area as well.
Yep. We're going to have to pay attention to that.
Right.
In the meantime, though, let's take okay, new scan.
You hanging in there, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just taking a look at a new scan right now. Let's take a quick look.
Okay.
78. They definitely. Yeah, this circulation is this Tuscaloosa cell is really tightening up, Gabe. We'll have to see what happens with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other tornado warnings too. I'm just taking a glance look at the structure of it right now.
Yep. Okay, let's take a quick look. Yeah, still PDS warning in effect for Soso now. Let's take a quick look at that. Okay, looks like the velocity's definitely broadened out quite a bit. So
let's see.
Yeah, it's broadened out quite a bit. Looks like the CC is almost non-existent on that. So we're going to have to watch that. But seek shelter immediately if you're in Soso right now. Taylorsville, you look like you're in the clear for right now, but we'll see how this pans out. Okay, they're going to cancel that tornado warning over here.
I think there's a new rotation developing near Tuscaloosa. I think the old one's is trying to die out and a new one's trying to form.
Let me take a quick gander at that.
You said by Tuscaloosa, it might be redeveloped again.
Looks like it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's definitely recycling here.
Yep, we'll see if that drops.
I think this is the one that'll probably drop.
Yeah, CC drop. There's a CC drop on this. You guys seeing this? Yep. There is likely a tornado on the ground right now. So confirmed. There's a possible tornado on the ground right now with the Tuscaloosa cell. Seek shelter immediately. We're gonna have to pay very close attention to this. Looking at the latest scan, looks like, yeah, it's still really tight. So we'll have to see what happens.
Let's see. Patrick and Ian, look at the structure within the squall line in Tennessee. They just extended the tornado warning, and I'm getting more concerned about that structure there right now.
Yeah, I'm
It's
seeing
got a
that too.
it's got a tighter couplet developing within the convergence signature on radar from Nashville,
Yep.
and it's got a stronger forward flank downdraft, that rain cooled air that's surging right behind it. So
Yep.
definitely might be a brief spin up here in a second.
That
Oh,
looks
it's got
like
a
it.
hook developing too.
Yeah, there's a hook with
Oh,
it as
boy.
well. We're gonna have to watch that. If you're in Woodbury, seek shelter immediately right now. This tornado warned storm is heading right for you.
It's just missing downtown Murfreesboro to the southeast, but
Yep.
still, any suburbs east of Murfreesboro, please take shelter. This is dangerous right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you very much, Gabe. We'll continue to monitor that as well. Also monitoring the tornado warning as well near Lynchburg right now in Tennessee, further to the south. Looks like possible spin up could happen with this. Velocity, not fantastic. A correlation coefficient, non-existent with that one, but we'll watch it. So, yeah, let's take a look at
Pat,
what's up.
I will get off, but later if you're on, can I come back?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
I'll see you later. Thank you.
See you stream.
Yep. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're continuing to watch this. Yeah, it looks like that Tuscaloosa cell. Something is going on. We'll have to watch it. But, yeah, correlation coefficient. Yeah, it looks like we do have a CC on this general area. Okay, yep, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground near Gordo, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Seek shelter immediately. This is a confirmed tornado. We're going to have to watch this, and we'll continue to watch it as well. It's in this area right here where that hook shape is, so we're going to have to watch how this pans out. So, yep, confirmed tornado on the ground in near Tuscaloosa. We can confirm that for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Not good.
Yep. Okay, it looks like they did also extend the tornado warning down south for the Soso storm. Yep, they have a PDS tornado warning right now. Confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is on the ground right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the velocity. Definitely getting pretty interesting, that's for sure. Gate to gate, 62 to 43. And correlation coefficient, yeah, there's really not that much there.
Oh, bad news in Tennessee. I see a debris ball. We got debris in the air.
Uh-oh. Is this with the
It's
Murfreesboro
kicking up.
cell?
Yeah, it's kicking up stuff. We got brief type couplets right along the squall line right now.
Yep, we got potentially stuff getting going on right there. Taking a look at the velocity, yeah, there's a couple areas of very tight rotation that we're going to have to watch. Some spin-ups are very possible with this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
No kidding.
Yep, there's definitely some potential debris on the in the air right now. We're going to have to watch that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Total tornado warnings as of right now. Just an update here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total tornado warnings. 2 of them are PDS warned as I see right now, and anyone could filter in to see if I miscounted something.
Yep, you've counted them correctly. There are 7 tornado warnings. There are also 4 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now, including one in the deep south. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that was issued not too long ago, actually. Again, it was about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, that one's on the very southern end of it. We'll have to pay attention to it. All right. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for those just tuning in, we are continuing our coverage of this outbreak right here. We have 7 tornado warnings in effect, 2 of which are PDS Tor tagged. One of them is observed in near Tuscaloosa. We have a confirmed tornado over there that we are watching. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the velocity on this one right here. Okay, the velocity's definitely wound down quite a bit. It's definitely broadened out quite a bit. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Maybe a brief tornado touchdown with that one over there, as well as taking a look up here near Murfreesboro, taking a quick look at the tornado warning up there. Looks like radar indicated so far. Looking at velocity, still a few areas that are really wound up. We're going to have to watch that correlation coefficient. It's definitely there, but still a little inconclusive right now. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Tornado warning is in effect for parts of Tennessee, including Lynchburg and Estill Springs. Right here, let's take a look at the velocity of this as well. Velocity is definitely there. There's definitely a couplet right there, a small one, that is. Then correlation coefficient, it's inconclusive at this current point in time. So, yeah. Also, we have another, we got a pretty big severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Huntsville, actually, in areas north of Huntsville, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, issued 4 minutes ago. Severe thunderstorms are located along a line, 60-mile-per-hour winds. As well, we're going to have to pay very close attention to that. Take this very seriously.
And then for those of you that are in Indiana, Michigan, or Ohio, I'm sure you might be seeing or hearing some thunderstorms coming along your way. We do have an isolated severe risk all the way up to the north there. We have one severe thunderstorm warning just southwest of Detroit, Michigan right now.
Yep.
Calling me for 60-mile-per-hour winds is the main hazard with some nickel-sized hail. And it looks like, again, with how the reason being is because we got such dry air actually in parts of the troposphere up north here today, but very strong winds still aloft that could still transfer any convective rain showers and embedded thunderstorms down to the surface, which is the damaging wind risk why that's occurring right now. But just thought I would provide some insight behind that risk up there.
Thank you very much, Gabe.
No problem. Oh, Patrick, you got a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so just still getting a little concerned about Tennessee there with the squall line, QLCS mesovorticity embedded threat in there.
Yeah.
Still got some tight couplets right now. Just going to have to keep monitoring that. I'm surprised there's actually been quite a few tight couplets so far already in Tennessee. But still
same here.
Dangerous stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Same here. And that goes to show that even outside the moderate and high risk, there is still a very big possibility of severe weather hitting your area. So
I agree. 100%.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that just goes to show how things are going around here. All right.
This is insane.
Hey, Ian.
Oh, sorry.
Go for it. No, you're good, Gabe.
We got I don't know if you saw this mesoscale discussion about Indiana, Ohio, Michigan. I don't know if somebody
I brought that up.
Okay, all right, just checking.
Yep, we talked about that earlier.
You can go on then.
Yeah, go ahead, Ian.
So the Tuscaloosa storm seems to be recycling. There's a hook starting to really start to show, and the velocity is couplets really getting intense. My God.
Yes, it is. Yep.
It's a radar indicated storm right now, but I think it's probably gonna drop a pretty strong tornado.
We'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, it definitely is recycling right now with that supercell. As for the cell down south near the PDS Tor tag right here, let's take a quick look at the velocity. Ooh, Pretty interesting. CC is a bit non-existent though, so we'll have to see what happens. But still, seek shelter if you're in a tornado warning.
Let's see.
It's bad. Like, this is bad.
Definitely is, but we're down to 5 tornado warnings now, so that is some
For
good news.
now.
For now, yes.
I'm just worried about eastern Alabama.
Yeah, that's my concern because that really never had any of that precip, so we're gonna have to see what happens with it.
Wow, I'm looking at the wind gusts ahead of the main line of tornadic supercells that are reported from the airports in eastern Alabama. Guys, it's screaming out there. I'm seeing sustained winds of 25 to 35 miles an hour, gusting over 45. Whoa, screaming
crazy
out there.
That is very interesting how it's panning out. It was even windier up in down in St. Louis. We were seeing wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour. I lost power
I saw
twice. Yep, I lost power twice.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it came back on.
Yeah, I saw from the St. Louis Lambert Airport there, it was gusting 50 knots for quite a while ahead of that squall line yesterday.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm getting pretty worn. I'm starting to get worn out myself. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream on my part and cover it for David, and then once he gets back on, I'm going to get off because I've been covering this for 5 days straight. So that's what I'm going to generally do. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the Pat's Path Predictor stream, thank you for tuning in. I know I wanted to cover this a bit more, but I've been doing this for 5 days straight. I'm pretty worn out. I'm going to take some time to rest. I'm going to be on David's stream for more until he gets back, and then I'm getting off. But thank you for all the support you've given me this week. I really appreciate that. If you're on David's stream, stay tuned. I'm still going to be here. But on my stream, thanks for coming on.